What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the R.E.U.P Podcast. It's your boy, Coach Jack, here on the R.E.U.P Podcast. Talk about the past, talk what's happening, what's going on in the present, and what can and may happen in the future in this thing we call life and football. So today, we got something this I like to call. We're gonna focus on the greater good. What is the greater good? Well, I tell you what, it's not. I tell you, it's not being selfish, right? The things that and people who don't care about the team only care about themselves, only care about the things that benefit them, and so on and so forth, right? So the greater good has a lot to do with team first activities. Here's the beautiful thing about team first. You ready? If the team does well, at 9 times out of 10, that means that you're doing well, right? And if you're doing well, then everything that you want for you will come to you, but also the benefits will also benefit who? The team, right? So if the team is the greater good, you being a byproduct of the team will reap the benefits of everything that comes forward. And if you reap the benefits, you get everything you want. That's the second time I've said that, right? And so I need you guys to really understand this. I need you guys to understand that the selfish mentality and the way of doing things when I'm going to get mine type mentality, they'll, that that can only get you so far. It can only get you so far before you a couple things can happen, right? You can get ostracized. Um, it's gonna run its course, because eventually, I mean, we're all I'll give you something real fast. You could be as talented as you want to be. You could be as talented as you want to be, as talented as they all come. All right, but eventually you're gonna run into a spot where your talent and the things that you say, the things that you do, it's not gonna matter more than your actions that benefit the team. And when that day comes, if you are the selfish type, if you are the type that's gonna get yours, you're gonna be sitting on a lonely island, right? And you're gonna look around and you're not gonna have the things that you thought you really wanted, right? You want the fame, you want the success, you want the productivity, you want the things that people crave in this world, right? But when it comes down to it, you'll be sitting there doing it by yourself. And we weren't put on this earth to be alone, and we weren't put on this earth to do things by yourself. And quite frankly, nobody can do stuff and get where they want to go by themselves. It just doesn't work that way. And if you think it does work that way, you're in for a rude awakening. You're in for a rude awakening if you think that you can go through this life and you can go through football, athletics, whatever the case may be. If you think you can go through here and do everything by yourself and do the things that you want to do, eh, you're delusional. You are absolutely delusional, right? And there are cases where you do have the loners, man, and you do have the people who they go out here and they try to do it by themselves, and they get only so far, right? So you have to be mindful of that, of what the true greater good is. And here's the ultimate greater good. Because if you're doing, like I said, selfish reasons won't get you anywhere. But if you have that why, if you have that secret to success that's gonna push you to where you need to go, then that motivates you to obtain everything, right? Obtain everything. And here's the ultimate. This is what I'm getting to right here. Is that if you if we are supposed to live this life, um, if we're supposed to live this life to glorify God, if we're supposed to live this life to give him all the praise, right? Because that's what I believe. I firmly believe that everything that we do, we give God the praise, right? Because he's the one that gave us the talent. If we're doing this as that why, right? He's gonna put people along the way in your life to help you, right? So if you're being positioned to reap the benefits and reap the rewards, know that you're being positioned not by yourself. You're being positioned with others along the way helping you, right? And sometimes how that looks, it looks like a team. It looks like you might be the focal point of something, but without your surrounding cast members, without your supporting players, you can only take it so far. You can only do so much. You need other people. You need your team. You need your coaches. You need wise counsel. The greater good is everybody working together to achieve one goal. That is the greater good. It's not being selfish. It's not thinking about yourself. It's thinking about everybody else. But not only everybody that's around you right now, it's thinking about those that come after you. Because whether you like it or not, what you do today leaves a legacy for tomorrow. And if your legacy for tomorrow is built on selfishness, guess what? You will only be remembered by the things that you did not do rather than the things you did do. There's so many cases and points right now where you see guys who were big time, guys who did everything that you could do, but instead of talking about the positive, a lot of the times people harp on the negative because of who he wasn't or who she wasn't or what they didn't do or what they could have done if. Don't be a what they could have done if. Don't be a what they could have done if. Nobody wants to be a what if story, right? And if you're thinking about it from that perspective, then you'll understand that the greater good outweighs anything that you could ever imagine when it comes to your selfish and entitled mindset. So just be mindful, be clear of that. Stay away from all the self-indulged, entitled again. Stay away from all that stuff, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth you know the pain and misery that comes with it later because you might not feel it now. The effects of it, especially if you are having success, right? Especially if you are having success. So, because I'm going to acknowledge that there are success stories when it comes to being selfish. Some people do have that. Now is not when you feel it. Later, when you look around, that's when you feel it. When you see, man, I really screwed this one up because what I thought I wanted is not actually what I needed, right? And typically, if you look back and you see the things that you have in your life, and you see the things that you really died you desired for it, and things you desired, and you look back and those aren't the things that bring you joy, you're gonna have some regrets. Don't put yourself in a position of regret. You put yourself in a position of success, and the success comes from realizing what the greater good really is. So take advantage of the opportunities that present itself. Don't be selfish. Think about what it means to be, you know, a team player. That ultimately is what it is, the greater good, right? And so, you also have to think about, um, man, how how uncomfortable it is. How uncomfortable it is to sit in there, be a team, and know that you're the guy who messed it all up. That's a lonely feeling in itself. Just be mindful, man. Don't be that guy. This concludes another episode of the REUP Podcast. Man, I know it's tough for some of us to hear that message, but it's definitely a message that we all need to kind of check ourselves with a little bit, you know? So be better. Champions never let nothing phase them. When in doubt, rise to the occasion. REUP.